Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to this session about the education program here at Odoo. So my name is Charline Laura. I'm the education team leader of the team here in Belgium. I've been working at Odoo since 2012, and it's been now 6 years. I'm full-time dedicated to the education program. Today I'm going to make this session with Alice. Hello, Alice.
Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to this talk. It's really nice to see you. On my side, I've been working for Odoo since 4 years. I joined the education program a year ago, and before that, I was working for the support team.
Cool. So as you can see on the top of our heads, you have a nice QR code that you can already scan right now. And you can type in the pad the questions you might have during the session. And at the end of the session, we'll have a Q&A, obviously.
So here is the agenda for this talk. First, we are going to present our education teams, and then we will explain what is the education program, and then finally we will see together what's up for 2024.
So,
yes, about the teams. Charline, who is in our team actually?
So I wanted to share with you the pretty faces of the education program because it has grown a lot recently. We are here in Belgium a team of 12 people. Two of them are the drivers of the Labodo, so it's Jérôme and Luc. And the 8 other animators are the ones who are making the workshops. They are the ones who are doing all the activities with the teachers and the students. They all have a background of teaching, so they all have been teachers or are still teaching at the moment. We have also Laura Lacroix, who's on the top in the middle. She's our campus coordinator. She's more part of the recruitment team because she's in charge of the relationship with the higher education sector. So she makes more partnerships and stuff like that. But that's not it. We have the chance to have a department growing over also in the other Odoo offices. For example, we have Emilia, who's in charge of the US and Canada territories. We have Alan and Jose, who are more into the Latin America territories. Ivan, based in Hong Kong, takes care of the Asian and Pacific region. Kevin, Nezaheldin, and Anna are in Dubai, and they take care of the Middle East region. And Malar is in charge of India. So I wanted to share with you those my colleagues because we are all working towards one same target, which is making bridges between the education world and the professional world in order to help the students to be more prepared for their professional lives. So, onboard the students in the working life with the education program. Can you tell us more?
Yes, of course. So actually, we've had many requests from teachers who were looking for an ERP to show their students what is a business management software, what is business management in general. And so with Odoo, students have a great tool where they can actually practice, where they can do their exercises, let's say exercises, for instance, regarding accounting or regarding logistics or actually regarding any kind of topics.
And so what is all about this program?
So thanks to our education program, we can create free online databases. Those educational databases are valid for 2 years. After that, the database will be dropped. But you can create another one. You can create as many educational databases as you want. You can have an unlimited number of users, and you can also have as many apps as you need to. If you have any questions or if you need any help, you can always contact our support, and this is free as well. But that's not it. I think we have more than that.
Yes, so we have one of the tools that we have to help the teachers and the students to better understand business management is Scale Up, the business game. Some of you might already know about it because we've developed the game 5 years ago already with Fabien Pincars. And it's a great way for the students and to really understand what's going on every day practically in a company. So through 7 use cases, the idea is that the player, so the students or the teacher, takes up the role of a business owner of a small company who wants to implement a business software management, such as Odoo, to better run their business or to go digital. And so for this, how it's played is quite easy. We have a bunch of cards. And always on the front of the card, you imagine that you have a conversation with a colleague. So you have a conversation here, and you, as the business owner, answer, etc. Well, at the end of this conversation, of course, you have important information that you have to put on your database, odoo.com. Once you're done and you think you have put everything that you needed, well, you flip the card and you have the answer. It shows you exactly where you have to click. So what's practical here is that the students, they learn by themselves because they have to find out with Odoo, make some researches, etc. So this is actually you keep more in your mind once you have to research yourself than just having the answer. Also, it can because it's played on the Odoo online database. It's on the internet, so they can play both, whether it's at school or at home. So that's also eases for the courses that are like hybrid, where they have sometimes courses online or on site. The game is free. The game is free for the teachers and the students. We ship it for free for them. The teachers just have to fill in the information on odoo.com/scaleup, and we send them the hard copies and as much as they want. You can also download the game for free on the same website. The game is available at the moment in English, Spanish, French, Dutch, German, and Italian, and Arabic. And for the French speakers, we have Cynthia. She's a teacher, and she has followed all the use cases in French. You can go on her YouTube channel called Odoo with you, so in French is Odoo avec vous. And you can follow all her videos about the 7 use cases. It's quite easy also that way.
Now, let's talk about the LabOdoo, another activity that we have. What is the LabOdoo exactly? So within the LabOdoo, we have reproduced a fictive company. It's a carpentry, and it's called Woody Furniture. And so thanks to the activity, students can discover what is business management, how do we manage a company. And so actually, they enter the LabOdoo, they enter the truck, and they become employees of the company, of Woody Furniture. And so they have to make it run, and so at the same time, they discover different jobs. With the LabOdoo, we go all around Belgium. We can also go abroad, but only if it's nearby our borders. An activity in the lab lasts an hour and a half, and we can welcome up to 27 students per session, and the activity is also free.
How does it work?
How does it work? Let's see a little bit deeper the activity in itself. So this is the map of the company. We have 9 departments, as I said, and in each department, students have to achieve a professional challenge. We have divided the 9 departments into 3 zones. The first one is the sales area. In that one, we have the shop. So when they are in the shop, well, they have to play shop. And then we have the digital marketing office. In that one, they have to create the e-commerce platform of Woody Furniture. And then we have the sales office where they are in contact with customers. So they have to create a quotation. The quotation becomes a sales order. And then there is the invoicing part. The second zone is the administration one, where we have the digital administration. In that one, they scan vendor bills, and then they have to launch our AI tool, and so they don't have to encode all of them manually, and so they can see finally how AI works and how it can save them. Yeah, how it can save time. And then we have the human resources office. In that one, they have to recruit a colleague. And then the field service management, where there are technicians, and so they go on site and they make a repair. The last one is the operations with the project management office. So they're in charge of a specific project. They have to encode tasks, to set up deadlines, and so on. And then the manufacturing, where they build furnitures such as a stool, and they have to follow the instructions of a work order. And then last but not least, the warehouse, the inventory. In that one, they have to take care of some receptions and deliveries by scanning some products.
Yeah, so as you can hear, it's very practical. That's the reason why we have a truck that really
Yeah,
goes to the school.
yeah.
And so how do the students know exactly what they have to do once they're there?
Well, in each department, I took one of them to show you. We have a little booklet like this. And so in the booklet, they have all the instruction that they have to follow to achieve the challenge. So it's quite handy, and everything is explained in the booklet. And then they have 10 to 15 minutes per department to do it.
That's nice. So can we try it?
Of course. Of course, come and see us. There's one lab in Hall 7 and another one is outside. And of course, the entire education team is waiting for you, so come.
Come and join us.
Yes.
But so the education program, it's not only about free access and free games, it's also about free workshops. So the idea is that we can come to the school with the teacher in their class, make a presentation or a workshop, but we also make company visits, and so we host the class and make the conference there. We offer different kind of topics, could be technical or business, but the idea is always learning by doing. We try to always have an activity with it. For the technical topics, it could be discovering Odoo, what's the architecture, or creating an open source business application. And for the business topics, it could be what's the implementation process of an ERP, or how to handle the sales process with a partner, or even how to build a website or e-commerce.
Okay, and now what's up in Odoo education?
So here we wanted to share with you some of all the activities we've been doing for the past year, but also for the next coming projects.
Yes, and do you remember? A
Do you
year
remember?
ago, what happened? We inaugurated our first LabOdoo. So a year ago, it was during the Odoo experience, and now we even have a second one. That one is operational since September. It's the same activity in both of them. There's just one little difference, actually, regarding the color of their frame. One is white, the other one is black. But so otherwise, it's exactly the same. So it means that we doubled our presence in schools. Every day we are in 2 different schools. That also explains why our team grew so fast. Now we have to keep in mind that we are mainly active from September until May, because after May, students have their exam period and then they're on holidays. Now, as we say, it's not because they are on holidays that we are on holidays. During that time, the lab is busy with other activities that are not linked to the education sector.
And talking about the lab, for the past 12 months, we had more than 9,500 students who entered into the LabOdoo and played the game. They played for about 45, 50 minutes with Odoo, which is already great because
Yeah.
when they get there, they have no idea what's going on and what they will learn.
Yeah, regarding company visits, we've had since September 2022 more than 50 visits. So in Belgium, we had students coming from universities or from high school. They came to visit Odoo, to visit our company. They did at the same time a scale-up session or a LabOdoo. And what we usually do in Belgium as well is that we organize meetings with our employees. So students can meet employees in Odoo. They can see how it is like to work for a company, how it is like to work for Odoo, and they can at the same time ask their questions to see what is professional life in general.
Discover the job.
Yeah,
also.
exactly. And since a year, we've had almost 50,000 education databases that were created worldwide, which is quite a lot.
Yeah, we're happy with this number.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, here's a little breaking news, but it's more, I would say, it's quite local, but still I wanted to share it with you. The official Flemish education government, if I can put it that way, last summer they have published their new curriculum for the fifth and sixth grade in high school in the option of science economy. And in this curriculum, clearly some objectives are noted that they could be reached with Odoo. So that's great for us because it means that we're going to have a lot of teachers who are willing to discover and to learn about Odoo, and on the long run, having like I don't know, thousands and thousands, thousands of students who will discover Odoo and play with it. And along with this, there is an educational book editor, which is quite famous here in Belgium, who's working with us to make a manual, an exercise manual for students. Jonathan, who's in our team and still working as a student, is now in the final stretch for fine-tuning this manual because it's going to be published here in January. And for the little story, we have already pre-sold more than 1,000 copies. So
Yeah,
we're quite happy
it's good as
also
well.
with that.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. Yeah, and so to go on with more news, we have developed 3 new use cases regarding our business game Scale Up. We have a new one regarding accounting, another one over CRM, and the last one goes over human resources. I want to explain now in details what you will learn in those new cases because my colleagues Marie-Aline and Evelyn will show you a demo right after this talk at 4:30. So if you want to know more, just stay here. It's right after this one. Note that we have replaced in hard copies. We have replaced the studio case by the HR one, and
Actually, it's right there.
yeah, it's right there, and that's hard copies. But the 3 new cases will be available pretty soon on our website, so you will be able to download them very soon. And so, regarding the hard copies, of course, we reviewed the entire game, which is here, and so it has been updated with the new design and the new features of Odoo 17.
It's available right now here at the reception if you want it. And of course, again, for the teachers, it's free.
Yep, indeed.
Another nice, great new adventure. We
one.
have a student pack now, which is dedicated for the junior enterprise. So the junior enterprise are students' organization where it's only students who work in those little companies, and they provide professional services like any other company. The difference is that only students can work in those companies, and it's also supported officially by the university. And so for those junior enterprise, we offer the Odoo Enterprise Edition for free with a 25-hour success pack. In this pack, it means that we have a business analyst that will implement the solution and also make the training. Training sessions are quite important, so we've decided to give it 1 training day per year. Why? Because it's a way for us to make sure that Odoo is used on the long term, because in the specificity of those junior enterprises that the members changes every year, because at some point one day you're not a student anymore and you have to leave the company to join the real world. And so, well, for the newcomers, it's important for them to know, what are the business practices, what are the previous clients they have and still ongoing, etc., etc. At the moment, because it really has just been launched this summer, we have Yeptech. It's a junior enterprise based in Mons, and they provide consultancy services. It's same for Expand Consulting. Except that they are based in Louvain-la-Neuve. And we have the CC, which is a junior enterprise that prints the syllabus, the books of the professors, so that the other students purchase to study it. So the objective of this student pack is really to help the junior enterprise to become more professional, give them again 1 foot in the reality, in the labor market, and ensure the transfer of information between all the team members the little company.
Yes. So we've shared with you our latest news. What's coming next? And then we will have the Q&A session. But so at 4:30, as I said, we will show you a demo of our 3 new use cases regarding the scale-up game with Marialine and Evelyn. So again, don't move. And then
5:45, just right after this session, we invite all the teachers to come over for a little drink, little networking in the LabOdoo. So come over, join us.
yes, we're waiting for you. If you have any questions, if you need any help, or if you would like to organize a workshop, don't hesitate to contact us. We're there. Here is our main email address, education@odoo.com. It's the worldwide one. And then, of course, the entire education team is here. We are at your disposal during the event. We are usually nearby the Labodo, so you can come and meet us. And yeah, that's it. I think we will go on with the Q&A sessions.
Exactly.
You've got, again, the QR code there, so don't hesitate to scan it and to type your questions.
Hello there.
Oh, it's you there.
Can I start?
Already.
You ready?
Yes.
So I'll go with the first one. What are the main modules that Odoo provides? This is.
For the education program,
Yep.
we offer all the modules. So the education program, the online access, it's exactly to Odoo Online, exactly the same version that we offer that we sell actually to our existing customers. So it's not a light version because it's for education. No, it's
There's
exactly.
no difference.
There are no differences. It's really the same one.
It's true that we say educational databases, but the only thing is that it stays. It's free, but you have a validity time of 2 years. That's why we say it's an educational database. But it's the same as the online ones, the regular ones.
Okay. Will the industry verticals also be available on our new Odoo Online education databases? I think it's referred to the industries that we presented today.
It should be,
Yeah,
because it's the same.
It's exactly the same.
So
Okay.
yeah, it will be.
The only
Still gonna be the
difference,
same.
maybe I should put, is that the educational database are in the main version. So it's in version 17,
true.
and that's it. Even if we have the rolling releases, so version 17.1.3, etc. No, this you won't have it. It's version 17, and well, next version will be 18 next year. But there is no rolling releases
No.
in between.
So the little changes in between, it won't appear.
Exactly.
I have a question
since
about
it's major versions.
about Africa. If there is no education programs in Africa, or there is also something in mind to do it.
It doesn't mean that it doesn't work in Africa. It's
it's
just
the
that at the
same.
moment the African office, in Kenya they have other priorities. But yes, it's available all over the world. So even in Africa.
We don't have any colleagues, not yet, working
yes,
from Kenya, but
Yeah.
who knows?
For the workshops, it's different, but it will arrive, I'm sure.
I think so too. Yeah.
The next one is about the scale-up game. So can you give more information on the French YouTube channel where we have the Odoo solutions for the scale-up?
So I will answer maybe in French. Donc pour la chaîne YouTube qui est gérée par Cynthia, ça s'appelle Odoo avec vous.
Qui est avec nous dans la salle
Ouais.
d'ailleurs. Hein.
Donc Odoo avec
Qui
vous.
lève sa
Ah,
main.
voilà,
Donc,
coucou.
elle est là, n'hésitez pas à aller la voir.
And can I go to the next one?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Perfect. Is scale-up gears more towards higher education like university or secondary like high schools? What do you
Well,
suggest?
Let you answer.
It's for high school students as well, but usually we say that we start around the 5th grade, la 5e rénové, so around 16, 17 years old, because you need to have some business knowledge to do it. Now it's a good way to learn, I think, for anyone, but the best is to start around 16 or 17 years old, and then yeah,
Okay.
later
But it means that they need to have some help when they are
Yes,
young like that.
yes, of course.
We can see when we make workshops that obviously in the higher sector, they are more at ease with it and they have more,
Yeah.
looking around. You see that
They have more business
the maturity
knowledge,
is
so it's
different.
easier.
So obviously it
Obviously.
does change also like that.
Yeah.
We go with the last one. Compared to ProNote, how do you rate Odoo? Does it include integration with parents, students, grading?
So ProNote, if I'm not mistaken, is a software to help schools to be run.
I don't really know.
I don't know that
So
one
can you
either.
repeat the question, please?
Compared to ProNote, how do you rate Odoo? Does it include integration with parents, students,
Okay.
grading?
Okay, so here
And
for the
they just told me, yes, it is.
Okay, d'accord. So the difference is that here the education program is access to Odoo Online. So the idea is really to use the databases as an exercise to put the practice, the theory into practice. Here, ProNote is a software to manage your school, to manage your classes, and this is very different because if you want to go with Odoo to manage your school, well, then you're not into the education program because after 2 years it drops, and that's not very practical. So it goes with the online version. We have few models developed by the community dedicated for the management of schools. But to be honest with you, I have never tried those, but I know it exists. So apps.odoo.com, you will find those there.
Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, don't
Okay,
hesitate
cool.
to come afterwards anyway if you still have
Voilà.
questions.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.